Okay, hey everyone. My name is David. I'm the lead game designer and the creator of the game, Destiny's Divide. I'm joined today with Andrej. He's on the balance team. Say hi, Andrej. So it's been 2 months since our last stream in December. We made some progress and adjustments to the game, but this is still in alpha. So if you're gonna try playing the demo, keep that in mind. And you can play the demo right now. Just go on our Steam store page and press download the demo. We also have a tutorial in-game once you come. So we're not going to go too deep into all of the mechanics. I'm just going to give an overview. So we're just going to give an overview of the game, play a few games, and see how it goes. So yeah, if you're new, play the tutorial. All of it is going to be explained there, or most of it at least, and the rest you can find out by playing with other people. So just a few quick words about the game. It's a turn-based game, so it's a standard. You cannot be interrupted on your turn. So when it's your turn, it's your turn. You do your own thing. The main resource is energy, and you gain 1 per turn. But we have a twist, sort of. Each energy, you can choose several different energies, and each energy has like a unique effect to it that we'll explain more once we're in the game. But other than that, we have heroes, beings, spells, and auras. These are the main types. And like I said, most of these you'll see as soon as we jump into the game. And I think we can just jump now immediately so we don't lose too much time. And I'll just talk about everything once we are in, and even explain some of my thoughts behind creating the game and everything else. So let's press play.
Sure.
And Andrej can also do it, and we should be matched momentarily. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's more like it. Yeah, I think everyone is still connecting. Okay, so
I think I'm gonna go first.
yeah, so at the start of the game, you have the option of starting either first or starting second. Contrary to most games, here I think starting second offers a lot of benefits sometimes, especially in like control decks. So what do you get for starting second? So you gain a mechanic we call cheat. So basically all cards you have cost 1 less the next time you can play them. So you're gonna see now, you see all of my cards have this green marker, and that means that they cost one less than they normally would. And you get this on turn 1 and turn 5 if you're not starting. So you know, sometimes it's beneficial to not start first, and that's why we put that there. So yeah, let's just Andrej didn't play anything on his first turn, so let's just do something. So I'm just gonna quickly talk about what you're seeing here. So these are the 2 heroes. This is Andrej's hero, and this is my hero. Here is the base ability of each hero that we can talk about later, what they do and how they're used, but just an overview. On the left here, there's a bunch of cards. So this card on the bottom left and the card on the top left, these cards are called the heroic being, and you can play this card at any time on your turn. So I'm just gonna play it now, just to show you. So I just can play it. So it's revealed to him, and his heroic being is revealed to me. It's just like a consistency thing to the deck, so you can pick one being that you always have available to play. So we're gonna enter, and we don't have anything else.
This being is quite problematic.
Yeah, this being is problematic for several reasons. So it's legendary quality, and beings of legendary quality will get certain abilities bestowed to them that can be different each time. So you can have this card, Soldier of the Defender, in several different versions. So this ability called Explode that is written in red. Instead of this ability, it could be something else, right? You could have Speed, so it could attack immediately, or you could have Arcane, it would draw you cards. So this is one of the unique mechanics in our game. You can basically have the same card in several different variations, right? Yeah. So, and this one is Explode, so this one is used mostly in like defensive way. So let's use it here, like that. Okay, so like the shared board, I didn't finish talking about it, is where each player, so me and Andrej, we both put two cards in here. So 2 are his cards, these 2 are his, the Drake and the Armor, and these 2 are mine. But I can play his cards and he can play my cards whenever he has the energy for it. So you usually want to put some cards here that either you can play faster or they do nothing for your opponent or something like that. So you have to think about which you put in here because these are free for all cards. Anyone can play them. So let's play the Orc so he doesn't play it.
One final
Let's play this 1 cost card.
Very well.
War calls to me once again.
Let's try putting some pressure
Come
on
on then.
Whenever this card attacks, it gives a buff to any being you want, so we just buff this one. Press and turn. Okay, so let's talk about the energy really quickly. So I was talking before that we have a standard 1 energy per turn system. You see here. So he has 3, I have 2. But the difference here is that this energy will give you special abilities that are persistent throughout the game. For example, we both are using the same energy here, but maybe we weren't. We have 7 different. So this energy is called a desert energy, and whenever you use it, whenever you spend it, the full amount. So let's say you have 2 available energy, and you spend both of them. You don't only spend 1 and then you have 1 free. Only when you spend both of them, all of your cards will cost 1 less. So this is quite a tempo energy, and used in tempo decks like this one. But it's really strong. However, it has its downside, and its downside is that your cheat does no longer stack. This is kind of an advanced strategy maybe, but usually you could discount your cards for more than 1, but with this energy you can only do 1. Okay, so Andrej completely turned the tables on us here. Let's see what we can do. We have a bunch of stuff we can do. Let's see if anything's good. Let's kill. Let's play the Orc. Like right now, I spent all 3 of my energy, so now my cards that would cost normally this one would cost 2, now it costs 1, and this one normally would cost 5, now it costs 4. So this is the point of this deck. It wants to gain tempo.
Come on then.
And really overpower the opponent. So what are we gonna do now is we're gonna use the hero power. This Orc's hero power says resurrect the being, so you can resurrect any being, his beings or my beings, whatever. So we're just gonna do ours to defend our guys here. So the problem with our hero power is that we can only use it once per game. So we committed to it early, and we'll see how it turns out for us. Probably not good, because they will
Feel my sting.
play a combo on us.
Feel my sting.
But
so
yes,
I get rid of this guard being, and then I have a neat little combo here.
Failed you all.
I have this human here that costs a lot less than it should.
yeah.
And now I can bring in a really good endgame card from the shared board.
Yeah, so
that I
what he did,
control now.
this human, he can bring any card from the shared board into the game for free once you play it. So his tactic is he will put a really expensive card into the shared board, and then he will use his being to bring that card in. So now on turn 4 he's already hitting us for 10. So that's problematic for us, and we'll see if we can somehow survive this. And if not, we're probably gonna die. So let's first clear the board. So for the moment we can deal with it, but that's just for the moment. We have a mind control type of being. As long as this is alive, this is ours now. So it cannot attack yet next turn, but this is something that will definitely help us deal with it. And we can
War
still
calls to me once again.
pressure more with our beings. Okay, so I'm just gonna, now that I've given like an overview of what's happening, I can talk about some different stuff we have in the game.
Oh, what have
So
we here?
Andrej is probably taking his own thing back, which is funny, and we'll see what's gonna happen once these two die. In any case, this card game is influenced obviously by some of the popular games you may know, like Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone, and others. But it's kind of like only we only have an inspiration here. Like, you know, the energy system looks similar to Hearthstone, but it's not really like Hearthstone due to its unique effects. And you know, we have like flying beings that some of you might be used to from Magic the Gathering, but they also work a little bit differently. And we also have some unique mechanics like Burrow that works in contrast to the Aerial. So Aerial is like flying and the Burrow goes underground and it does its own thing there. So yeah, we're trying to differentiate, of course, from those games, and we have our own unique ideas.
Come on then.
And let me just play the turn here before I forget. We're close to dying here, so I'll just play whatever we have.
Come seeking
Hope for the best.
wisdom.
Yeah, so we have also some unique features outside of the game, like trading, borrowing. So if you're gonna have friends that will come into the game and you've been like a veteran at playing it, you can just borrow one of your decks and just, you know, set the timer to return in 10 days. And even if your friend quits, doesn't return the cards, after 10 days they will always come back to you. And you can, after you reach a certain level, you can trade your cards with other players. So let's say you're looking for a specific variation of this card, as it has the red abilities that I was talking about before. You can just find someone. We will also have an interface in the game that will allow you to trade, but you can also find someone else on the forums or whatever, and just trade with them normally. So, yeah, it's not looking good for us, definitely.
Come on then.
Let's try to just play out the turn. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, we don't have anything else to play. Oh, we can play this.
We're juggling this Phoenix.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we have the advantage, but actually we don't. As soon as he kills this, and he will with the shadow, we are dead. We are dead because he's gonna get it back. He's gonna attack us and then destroy us. But it was a close game.
Cannot
Maybe-
destroy yet.
Or maybe he doesn't have the finisher. So we have a lot of damage on the board here. We'll see.
Think
His
I need to
hero
get-
power is locked because we used the solid giant.
Yeah. Did not expect that.
So yeah, I think we have enough here to win, maybe. Let's see. I think so. So first we have to destroy this.
Gone from this land, so different from the first
Yeah, attack
time.
with
Come
her.
on then.
Attack with this. Attack with this. Attack with this. And we win!
Now
Yay!
your path ends.
That was close.
Oh, very close. I
So
was
close.
sure we are gonna lose, but yeah. So the first game we won. Let's go to the menu and let's play the next one. Let's play this one.
I'm just gonna restart my game.
Yeah, sure. And I'm gonna just quickly show you the deck builder and what I was talking about before with energies and stuff. So we have, here are the energies that I was talking about. So let's say I was using this energy, the desert energy argument. So whenever you spend all energy, gain cheat 1. So cheat means that your cards cost 1 less. But your cheat no longer stacks, so it has a downside. We have some like late game cards, so your energy goes to 16 instead of 8, as all the other energies have. So this one increases your maximum energy by 8. So it goes to 16, but every energy you don't spend, so every time you don't spend energy, it deals 1 damage to you. Or this other one, whenever your maximum energy is 8 on your draw step, draw 2 cards instead of 1. So all of these, they have these unique effects that will slightly alter the game, and it will definitely come it's going to be a very big thing in your deck building. It's going to depend a lot on what kind of deck you will build and what kind of energy you will choose. And also the heroes. Here are the heroes. So this is one of the heroes. So these are their once per game abilities that can also be used several times per game if certain conditions are met. However, for example, this one, double target active being's power. So it just doubles the power of one of your beings. This one takes control, take control of an active enemy being, and so on and so on. We have a bunch here that just every hero does something else, and it just makes like the game a lot more complex than it would be if it just had like standard energy or something. And we also had like, let's say, cards like this. So this is the variations I was talking about. This card can have 2 random abilities on it. So it can have burn and explode, it can have burn and speed, it can have refresh and explode, burn and refresh. So all of these, you can pick whichever you want, right? So when you add it to the deck, you can just pick, I want this, right? So this also brings a lot of, strategy and, different combinations to already, having 11 heroes, having 7 different energies, having, and then all of these cards have these different possibilities, right? That you can choose from. And it really just makes for a lot of interesting and unique interactions. So yeah, let's jump into the next game.
I'm ready.
I'm just gonna press play.
Yep.
So this last game was, he was actually playing a combo deck, sort of. You saw, because he cheated that really expensive card in the game. And I was playing more of a tempo mid-range kind of deck. And this time, I'm going to be playing more of a control-y deck, and he's going to be playing a really fast deck. So we're going to start first here. Usually, since we don't want to start second against Aggros, but it's not that much of a big deal here. We want to get rid of this. This is a demon, and his hero's secondary ability. Every hero has a secondary ability, and his hero's secondary ability is that it discounts the first demon they play on their turn. So this is a demon. We don't want them to play this. So we're just gonna ban it. So now that card is going back into his deck, and the other 2 cards, they are now here in the shared board. So this is our hand. This is too expensive, and this is gonna do fine as an early removal. Oh, okay. This is also expensive, but okay. So we're just gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
So Andrej is gonna play his Transcendent card. So this is the rarest card you have. This is the one I was showing before, where it can have a bunch of different variations. So he uses Speed and Spell Ward. Spell Ward means that it's immune to the first spell that affects it. So let's say I would want to remove it with this, it would just immune it. So yeah, we have a few options here. We could take this, we could take this. And I think, yeah, we're gonna deny this from him. There's no need to play this card yet, because he's not gonna attack us for a few turns, it seems.
Someone's asking if all the cards are gonna be animated, or just the legendary ones.
No, all the cards are already animated, they're just not in the game yet. You're gonna be able to get foils and stuff like that, and even skins for cards. So let's say this card, you could get like a different skin for it with a different illustration, and you know we're gonna have progression and everything like that. So yeah, let's kill this. So yeah, I didn't talk about activated abilities yet. Activated abilities are abilities that some cards have, like this one, for example, the Man-Eater. So what they do is on your turn, this being can use this Devour ability each time, so it resets, right? So if it was to survive and it was my turn again, I could use Devour again. So they can do this in perpetuity forever, right? And the Shadow also can like use it on this. And this also brings like a bit more interaction to the cards you have on board. So you're constantly doing something with them, not just, you know, laying them over. You gotta think about what abilities you're gonna use, and some abilities have different interactions with others, and it also makes for more complex mechanics and deeper gameplay, I would say. So we have a few options here. This is the burrow I was talking before about. So we have flying, or we call it aerial, and then it's burrow. So this being is burrowed. It burrows itself, it goes underground, and then we cannot destroy it with a spell. If we try to, it doesn't work. And until it comes back up, and it comes back up on its own after 2 turns. It says here last 2 turns. So we know this is gonna come up. He's gonna try to attack us, and this is gonna come up. So we're gonna eat a lot of damage. So we're gonna use this card. This card prevents any beings from attacking us for 1 turn. Beings cannot attack until your next turn, so we're just gonna pass the turn. And we're gonna see what he's gonna do. If he's gonna leave his beings up and expose them to our removal, or is he gonna burrow them again, but then lose on the pressure and tempo. So he decides to burrow them and just, you know, play this a little bit slower. So the ripple in time, this is an aura. I didn't talk about auras yet much. So as I was saying, we have spells, we have beings, we have heroes, but we also have auras. Auras are persistent cards. They just stay here for a set amount of time. So as you see here, this number 2, this aura will stay here for 2 turns. And then it will die on its own. And what it does is it locks my energy to 5, and it locks Andrej's energy to 5. This is really good in versus control decks. Control decks are trying to survive the early game and just wait until they get to 8 so they can start dropping the big bombs and, you know, overwhelming your opponent. But this aura will kind of slow that off, because now it's gonna take a few turns for us to survive. But we have some options here again, so let's just play them. Or maybe we don't even have to. We'll just
It will basically make my early game longer, right? Prevent you from gaining energy.
Exactly. But we're not under any kind of pressure. We don't need to use more defensive spells. We're just waiting for the late game if it ever comes. For now. And their hero can control, so take control of an active being until the end of turn. So if he wants to, if I play a big being, he can just use his hero power and then attack me with it. And that would be bad. However, our hero power is that we can place target active card into the shared board. So that means what we can do, I'm gonna show it now, just for, or maybe I won't. No, I can't show it now. So what we could do is, we could use our hero ability and place this card back into the shared board. And then, since we still have full energy, as the hero power does not cost anything, we would just play it ourselves. So we'd basically steal it from them. Which is good, of course. But for now, let's just keep on defending. I think it's time we can also play this.
Well met, worthy foe.
Finally we played that card.
Yeah, were you waiting for it?
Yeah, all the time.
It's just...
I was waiting with this answer from the start of the game.
Yeah. So this card, his card, just any card that it attacks it destroys. So he was just waiting for it, with it for the answer. So again, this is coming back up. So we want to turtle, want to defend. So let's use this aura. And what we want to do is this aura makes it so beings cannot attack us. The auras can be destroyed by several different cards, so it's not 100% guarantee that this will survive, right? He could just destroy it and then we're vulnerable again. But we're gonna... Why did I just hit him for 3 damage? Because we want to spend all our energy, so we get the effects from the energy. So now all our cards cost 1 less, and we can basically have 8 available resources on turn 7.
Now I can't attack you.
Yeah, he's trying to. You see the arrows, but it's not working. He needs to destroy the magic barrier, but he can still use his spells, right? And he's doing that, using his energy. Now when nothing's going on, so he just wants to wait it
War
out
calls to me
2
once
turns.
again.
He thinks that's all it's gonna take, but the problem here for him is that we have this card, and this card will increase the time the auras are in game. So we're just gonna play this and see. Now it turns from 1 back to 2. So now if he doesn't have an answer, he's gonna have to wait another turn. And we can just destroy this, and we can put some pressure on him now.
Feel my sting.
So these are some unique interactions, because this card will just keep on delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying, and just gonna keep on extending our auras more and more and more and
I'm
more.
sorry. I failed you all.
So what are we gonna do here is something
Another battle to
interesting.
fight.
So this Zarius just prevents our being from attacking. So you see I cannot attack because this card prevents it. So what we can do is we can use our hero power and put this card into the shardboard, and then play it again and increase our aura back to 2. So now we have more time.
Oh, that's cheating, man.
That's cheating, yeah. So yeah, we're just buying time because we're a control deck. But he played the Repel again, and this is gonna delay us even more. And I don't really see how we could win here, but we somehow have the pressure here for some reason.
Steady. Feel my sting. Fail.
We just keep on. We marked this being for that, so it's gonna die on his next turn. So his beings will unburrow now. They come back from underground. They're gonna probably want to clear the board here, but still they cannot attack us because we were paying attention, and every time the beings were about to come up, we just put like an unbreakable wall or a barrier and just control them.
At the end,
So we're kind of drawing pretty good here for survivability at least.
Wow.
So it's gonna take some more time before. So this is the problem. Sometimes the aggressive decks like Andrej's, they don't run aura removal in their decks, and that can backfire quickly versus control decks like this. So I think always, if you're trying to make a balanced deck, you should definitely bring some aura removal. And then again we have this card, and we again extend it. So this is the way this deck defends itself from dying. It just keeps on extending and extending and extending and extending. So Andrej's played the Infernal, which is fine by us. And we're gonna play the Last Wish Crystal. The Last Wish Crystal is another aura. It will we're gonna see what it's gonna do on the next turn. Once we get its effects. So the auras usually, like the Last Wish Crystal, they work like, or even this one, when you play them, they don't do anything, but they do something at the start of your next turn. So they're kind of a delayed investment. So he has a full board, but he's really low. So let's just try to use this. I just make a ghost and attack them. And now we don't have any more barriers, but we're pretty healthy, and they're on 7. Let's see what we can do. Let's destroy this. We ate it, and we mark for that death. We pass the turn. So Andrej's all beings finally came up. His question is, can he kill me? Right now he has, this looks like what, 13, 16, 19,
Feel
21.
my sting.
I think you have enough to kill me for sure.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe.
you have the Matar commands as well. Just summon the snake. Oh, you didn't summon the snake. Okay.
Let's see.
Stand in the way of our future.
I think I devoured the wrong one.
How much? How much do you have?
Oh, come on.
Oh, and what? You don't have anything?
No.
Well, we don't
You'll
have
die
anything either.
here.
You sting?
Ghost back.
I'm sorry.
Ghost
And another
goes back.
ghost.
You all.
And another ghost. And we win. Yay. Win again. Another close one. Another close one.
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue.
Oh, let's play the last matchup because we just got a lot of barriers right now, so maybe we don't want more barriers in the next game, do we?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's do the Texas.
Yeah, sure.
Texas. Are you gonna play?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope you don't crash.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these two are like this hero kind of soft counters this hero that we're playing. So we're gonna see how this is gonna work out for us. We definitely want to start first versus him. So his hero, actually his deck, is kind of a combo deck. And what it does is it waits until turn 8, and then it plays all of the cards at the same time. I'm gonna explain how in just a second. Let me just pick my. Okay, it's not that bad. So our hero is an oppressive hero. What it does is it takes the energy and the resource from the opposing hero. So the hero ability, each opponent has 4 less energy to use on their next turn. So when we use this, his energy is gonna be 4 less for whatever he has.
It's
So-
locking my energy down, yeah.
Yeah. And our deck works that we have cards that will refresh this several times, so we can keep locking them while we overpower them with our medium beings, not super late, kind of a mid-range thing. There is no reason to play this here yet, so. So yeah,
Well met.
they will.
Steady on my
Okay, so let me
free
explain
old
their hero ability. You may play a card that costs equal or less than your maximum active energy for free. The first Dark Elf you play on each turn costs 1 less. So what this means is, for example, now he has 1 energy active. If they were to use their hero power now, they could play another card for 1 energy for free. And if they have 8 energy in the late game, and they use the hero ability, they can play another card that costs 8 for free. So they would play a card that costs 8, use all the energy, and then play another card that costs 8 with their hero power. And how the deck works is they will play this card, it will refresh their hero power, you know, use the hero power, play a card for free, again it refreshes, and again, and they will try to combo off. So
We don't they're in the shared board and my heroic being. They all come in the
Yeah.
game in the same turn.
if he manages to come there, we're gonna try to
Yeah.
make that, prevent that from happening. But we'll see if we'll succeed. And he is using the burn energy.
You'll die here.
So the burn
Feel
energy,
my sting.
whenever you don't spend the crystals, right? So if he was not to spend anything right now, he would deal 2 damage to my hero.
Gone from this place.
So if he has 8 energy and he doesn't spend anything, he will do 8 damage to my hero, which is pretty bad. But he doesn't play anything on that turn, so it's basically an 8 cost, 8 damage spell, right? That he gets for free. So it's usually used as a finisher, because in the early and the mid game you always want to use your energy. Sometimes you will not, but mostly you will want to use it. Okay, so let's kill this. So this was a guard being, it defends his other beings, and we're just gonna... We have to dispose of it first, so our guy can kill their guy. There is nothing else to play. Okay. But this is still not very good for us. We don't really have any pressure here. There's no really good things to play. So let's just start taking their energy away a little bit. So we're gonna choose, your opponent has 2 less energy to use on their next turn. And we're not gonna do anything else, because I mean we can do 2 damage here, but beings in our game heal at the start of their controller's turn. So this being is gonna heal once it's his turn. Like when I press, it's gonna heal to 4, right? But if he were to attack one of my beings, when it would be my turn, this being would not be healed, because it only heals once, you know, it's his turn, and my beings heal on my turn. We have very controlly cards here that don't do anything for us, so just got to keep trying to
Well met.
maybe try to do some pressure here. But we're trying to avoid them from playing this. We're getting close to mid and late game, so, and we don't have any pressure here. But we'll see. Maybe we can lock them. Okay, so we have a few options here now. Let's play the Last Wish Crystal. And that's all for now. We can play one of these, so they don't play this. Okay. So this, the Branded and Exiled, what it does is it makes it impossible for them to play the Heroic Being or from the shared board. So we're just trying to prevent them from playing this card for now. And of course also prevent them from comboing off, but that will come a bit later. Let's see what we can do here. Let's summon a ghost. And let's take their energy. So this is our hero power. And now they're gonna have 4 less power. And they're gonna have 4 less power. And we can use this powerful card to refresh our hero power again. So you see it's back active again for the next turn. And now we can hopefully start to pressure something. There we go. So Andrej's is on turn 7 now. So let's see what he'll do. So he uses Hush, preventing us from playing anything from here. However, we still can, maybe. So our board is pretty full. Maybe this will be strong.
Oh shit!
+2, +2.
Okay.
And we can play this card because we have 6 energy, and we had, because last turn we spent all energy, we have another cheat, so we can. Oh no, it costs 7 anyways, and yeah, it's a monster, so we can play it. There we go. Now let's do some attacking.
I do
And let's take his
apologize,
energy.
but I'm going to take your energy.
But now it's my turn 8.
Ooh, let's see.
Oh.
Okay, let's see if he manages to combo off. So what he will do is he will destroy my aura that's preventing him from playing this Shadbert or Heroic Being. So it looks pretty doomed position for him, but it's not really doomed. Let's see. He's gonna play the Melit, I think.
Yep.
So Melit
I shattered the
is
paradise.
gonna
So too shall
destroy
you
our
be
things.
shattered against me.
Most of them anyways. This didn't die because it's immune to global spells. I mean, yeah, and he's gonna kill it with the Manticore.
And this.
You can't match my resources.
So this looks pretty bad for us from where we're standing.
Path of destiny set.
You can't match my
Yeah, and he's gonna silence us with this, and then this is GG.
Feel the wrath of the gods.
On the next turn, of course. We don't have any energy because of the silence.
Feel the wrath of the gods.
So this is the way combo works here. We could have maybe done something else to prevent it, but we failed to. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
You did good with the with the auras, but I drew the aura
Just
destruction card, so
had
I was able
everything.
to combo.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try the let's try
Yeah.
aggressive, really aggressive deck like this. The wolves. Some people
Versus really defensive.
really defensive decks. Yeah, some people really like the aggressive ones. And some like the control. So let's see what's what. Okay. So with the wolves, you always want to start first. I think. We're
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
I think
start
I'm gonna
first
choose
this
to
time.
start first.
Yeah, we're not gonna start first this time. So this game is probably gonna be quick, but we'll see. Because the aggressive decks, they just dump all cards early. They just try to overpower, and if it doesn't work, then they mostly run out of steam pretty fast. This is okay. We're gonna have some pressure in the early. The deck consists of 45 cards, and 2 of those are put here, so it's 43, and the rest are drawn.
Oh, right now we're playing just like a friendly match, right? But then you also have ranked and some other game modes, right?
Yeah, so the game modes are interesting. At least one of them is much more different than what people are used to. It's called the hardcore mode. So basically, you have the normal mode, wherever you can just play, relax. Doesn't count for anything. There's no ladders or anything in normal. Then you have the ranked. In the ranked, you just play 1 versus 1, best of 1, and you, if you win, you gain ranks, and if you lose, you lose them. A standard ranked experience. However, we also will have 2 more game modes. One is Brawl, where you will create a deck from random cards. You've seen that in some other games as well. It's like a draft or something. And then the third game mode is called the Hardcore mode. And in the Hardcore mode, it's gonna be a best of 2. So you're gonna play a best of 2 format. And if you lose, you're gonna lose some cards from your deck. And if you win, you're gonna win some cards from the opponent's deck. So it's gonna be a really high-stakes game. And the bigger win streak you have, the better cards you will win from your opponent's deck, and the better cards you will also lose from your deck if you lose. But the game mode ends when you lose, and the win streak resets. And then people are gonna be ranked based on that win streak, which is gonna be quite fun.
The rewards are gonna be the best there, even
Yeah.
like title stuff like that.
Everything's
By the
gonna
way,
be
it's your
strong.
turn.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just caught up in explanation. Let's just use the hero power to buff our wolves.
That's a pretty good opener for the wolf deck.
It's a
I
pretty
think.
good, yeah, it's pretty good, for sure.
So now I'm gonna play your wolf from the shared board, so you cannot play it.
Yeah,
Anti-strategy.
anti-strategy, yeah.
And I think I'm also gonna use my hero power to freeze your guys, because I think your pressure is just gonna mount up really fast.
Agreed. So yeah, we're drawing pretty good here though. We're gonna see how this wolf just buffs other wolves, and why they have 5 attack now is because of their ability pack. So while you control 3 or more beings, this being gets +2/+0. So now that we have 3, they're all kind of on fire because they have this buff. They all have pack. But this one doesn't have speed, so it cannot attack right now. Andrej's
Well,
using.
maybe
Yeah, sorry.
this card is gonna help, but I'm not quite sure. Now
Yeah.
I cannot destroy any of your beings with my poor little wolf, so
Yeah, the wolf is 2/2, and these are all at least 3 defense, so it cannot destroy them. So what are we gonna do? His option on the next turn is to play this most likely. So we're just gonna keep on trying to pile the pressure. Maybe we use one of these so he doesn't use it, and play another wolf. Just keep on the pressure. We have a really strong board for turn 3 here.
but I have a little something
a little
my
something
pocket.
something called a rain of fire, probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was painful to
Totally
watch.
unexpected.
Yeah. It's raining fire in the rain. Okay, let's see. So I think we're gonna play this card. It's really strong. It's gonna be hard for them to deal with it. We still have a lot of pressure, and our hand is pretty much full because of this card, because it has Arcane and it draws 2 cards. But Andrej is still defending pretty good. Let's see here. What can we do? We can... Let's play Baron. Again, it draws us cards because of the ability Arcane. Baron has an interesting ability where he's a werewolf, so he can shift forms, right? He can use shapeshift. This is his active ability. He can use this once per turn, so see, he will turn into a human. I will play another wolf, and we're gonna pass the turn. So Andrej is still under a lot of pressure here. He has 18 life only. His energy is actually healing him, so every time he doesn't use it, it heals him. So right now he's not gonna play anything, and he healed for 2 because he didn't spend all of it. But that will not deter us. Just gonna... We cannot attack him, but we can still do damage to him
Damn.
with,
Okay.
with cards. So I didn't want to shapeshift this back to the wolf form, because we just want him to have more defense, and in his wolf form he has less defense.
I'm
It's
putting
dead.
3 of my cards back to my deck in order to draw 1. That's another mechanic
Yeah,
that
you
this
can
game has.
press here, return 3 cards to your deck and draw 1. So you just kind of cycle. It's a Hail Mary play. It's mostly used like that. Once you don't see anything be done.
Right now the Hail Mary plan is necessary.
Yeah, or maybe you don't
Really
play anything
sure.
and heal for 7.
Yeah.
But I don't think that will
that's gonna
save
be
you.
enough.
No, it's not gonna be enough.
This is my last.
Last resort. You really needed
Yeah.
something to refresh your hero power here?
Yeah,
Probably.
I do next turn.
Yeah, I don't think next turn is gonna be enough.
Just let me win 1 turn to see a cool effect.
Okay, for sure. Okay, let's see a cool effect. We could win here, but let's not win. Let's just let him use cool effects.
Yeah, it's a priority in this game to use cool effects instead of winning, right?
Yeah. There you go. 6 is enough. You get 6. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
I almost killed you with my fire energy. I forgot.
Alright, ready? Let's go!
Let's do it. I played Apocalypse.
And because it gave me cheat, and because it has echo, that means that I got another Apocalypse in my hand, so I can do the cool effect again.
Yeah. So it's one of the abilities that spells can have, that can randomly get, is bounce, so they can be returned to them.
And now I will concede because I think my game crashed as well. So
Okay.
I'm gonna relog.
Okay, for sure.
2 apocalypses are too much for my computer, it
Yeah,
seems.
cannot handle all the awesomeness. For sure. Yeah, so we can do like one more random matchup.
Okay, my favorite deck.
What are you gonna play with?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I don't want us to play with the same one. So just tell
Okay,
me what
okay.
you're gonna play. I'm gonna play something else.
I'm gonna play demons again.
Okay, I'm gonna play the orc midrange then.
Okay.
I think it's one of the strongest decks right now. It's always a good sign, I think, when midrange is strong. I think it beats most of
Yeah. Cheesy decks.
the cheese. Yeah. It's not 100% win, of course, never is. But it has like a lot of strategy to it, and several plays you can make. And with the resurrect, you can really, intentionally kill some cards so you can resurrect them, have their abilities again, stuff like that. It can be really cool. Okay, let's ban this one. It's too strong. This I learned from experience to ban this. I didn't ban it a few times when we were playtesting and never ended well. So
Okay.
we are looking pretty good with this hand.
Yeah,
Just keep everything.
not bad opener here as well.
It's gonna be a
I
fun
think
one.
I'm gonna start with this one. I don't like your orc,
You don't like my orc? Okay, that's fine.
and then I'm gonna take the shadow.
That is pretty good. So you might be wondering how he could play like a card that costs 1 and then a card that costs 2 on his turn 1. It seems impossible, but let me just explain really quickly how that happened. So the shadow is a demon, and his hero discounts the first demon he plays on his turn, so it actually costs 1, right? So when he plays it for 1, his energy, that's desert energy, will also give him another discount for all cards he has in game. So all cards cost 1 less, this costs 0, so he can play it for 0. So here in Destiny's Delight you have the first turns can be really explosive sometimes. It's not like you just turn 1 you play, you pass, turn 2 you play, you pass. No, it's like turn 1 and 2 you can have like a lot of stuff on board already. It can be really complicated already. So let's
And
see
yeah,
what we can do.
the other apocalypse cards, extinction events.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone just said in the comments, they look with the rocks flying and stuff. They look really awesome as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they look even better than the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
They
really
look
awesome.
really cool. Yeah, we have a lot of cool effects. This is
my
one
God, you had your another one in hand.
yeah, so this card game is not only different with its mechanics, but it's also different with the visuals. So we put a lot of work into it. There's like cool effects, like the cool ambience, cool music. I when I was starting this game, I didn't just want to create something bland and just have strategy. I just want the player, we're all playing games, and we want when we're playing games, we want to feel you want to be immersed in the world, and I think this game does it to some extent. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why it looks like this. I mean, right now we have some options to turn stuff off, make it lower, and it still looks okay if you want to. And in the future we'll be able to turn off. You'll be able to turn off all the visual effects.
Or tone it down, maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to turn off everything if you want. But for now, we didn't yet implement it, so.
No, it needs to look. It needs to look cool.
Yeah, it needs to look cool, and people like cool. I think if you play a game for a long time, you also want to look at something that's cool instead of just throwing cards on the board and imagining in your head how they look. So.
I'm sorry. I failed you all.
Come on,
So
then.
this
Once
is
again.
not very good for us, the game state, but we have another. Maybe we don't want to use that. Well, we have to use it.
Well met.
So this is our another one.
I'm sorry. I failed you all.
I have a fan favorite card in my hand.
Fan favorite?
It's called
Puppet Master.
Oh,
Yeah.
what have we here?
For sure.
Yeah.
Come on, then.
Ooh, are you gonna buff my guy?
No.
Ooh, that would be ballsy.
My power returns.
Puppet Master is going through the roof.
Yeah. So, not really sure what we can do here. We're gonna take a lot of damage on our next turn. Maybe we can resurrect something. Not really. Maybe we could resurrect this, I guess. It's not bad. I'm just thinking. Yeah, sure. Let's
You
resurrect.
haven't bled enough yet.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So, at least he has to deal with this now, and with the explode. And we're gonna get rid of the Puppet Master shield, and maybe we can get this back.
Myself,
Come
so I
on,
can
then.
get the buff.
really weird animation happened when you did that. But yeah, if anyone wants to try the game, just download the demo. And I want to say that the game is still in alpha. There is some very overpowered stuff. So if you want to test it and play it, you know, you can do so. But it's not a final product, and you know, we're gonna be balancing it based on player feedback, and we are already doing that. So you know, just keep that in mind. If you get into a game and you get destroyed on turn 2, don't think too much of it. It's probably gonna get changed. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, otherwise, you know, I think from the last stream, if any of you were here, that was in December. I think we've done quite a lot. There's like not so many bugs like from the actual game. It's just it works pretty well. Yeah, it works pretty smooth. So the Puppet Master is now 3-3 somehow.
There are so many interactions in this game and so many weird things that we always find bug here and there, but right now it's quite smooth if we compare it to the start, right?
Yeah, for sure. And since it's still in alpha, right, all of this is going to be fixed before launch, right? So just, you know, whatever you see now and in the deck builder and everywhere else, there's like stuff missing, and when you click on something, maybe some elements don't behave the way you know it would be intuitive. That's just because, you know, we haven't implemented it yet, not because we won't implement it. So it seems like we're losing the game though. Don't really see how we can win, because we cannot remove the Puppet Master with anything. Let's see. We can do some cool stuff maybe. We can use Devour to kill this. Refresh our hero power. And now what we can do. Maybe we can resurrect something else. Oh, for sure.
Get up.
We can resurrect the giant.
Yet.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So now we kind of took some of that control back, and the giant locks their hero power, so yeah, the game will be really cool on release. I think so, at least. And still, you gotta know that there's like at least 50 or 60% of visual effects still missing. Right? So all cards that I play here, like any of these, they don't even have any effects yet. So, you know, and the sounds as well, right? So once this is a complete package, and once we get rid of the bugs, you know, and we balance it at least, you know, to a decent state, it's gonna be pretty fun for sure. So next turn is gonna be tough.
I'm out of cards now and you have a full hand.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow that happened. 5. How can we play this turn the best? Let's see. We can just.
Let us fight. Let us fight.
We can just pressure. Okay, this is pretty good. Looks like we're gonna win. Yeah, looks like we're gonna win. Looks like it. But he still has his hero power, and that means at least 7 more damage. So this is 14, 17, 19. He didn't go face, which is good.
No.
You had like 19 on board. But he's
Yep,
gonna...
I would be dead.
Yeah, you would be dead. Are you gonna
Out of my way.
ram it? Oh, you have another Puppet Master. That's okay.
Stand in the way of our future.
So maybe we're not gonna win. So oh, ouch, that's not good. So let's see. How can we survive? So we can eat this for 3. We can. No, we cannot do anything to this.
This is the place. Yeah.
Oh, it's not damaged. Oh, this is not damaged. Oh shit, they're not damaged. Never mind. Yeah, so this is a visual bug with the man-eater when he
Taste my axe!
thought he was damaged. It should be yellow. I wasn't paying attention. It's only red. So this does not look good at all. Things seems like we lost. So you see how quickly things can turn in this game. Alright. The ripple really saved them. So yeah. GG's. This is gonna be it. Let's pass the turn. Let's see our hero get destroyed. And this is gonna be also the end of the stream.
What happens if I mind control my own creature?
I don't know, nothing.
Let's see that for the last game, last turn.
Nothing.
Nothing. It works.
It works.
It
is
works.
important. Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the stream. If you have any questions, if you wanna follow the game on destiniesdivide.com, or you can go to our socials on the instagram.com/destiniesdivide. We got the same on Twitter, twitter.com/destiniesdivide. You can come on our Discord. The Discord link is on the website. You can link the website as well as the Discord quickly in chat. And this is the link to the website. And on top of the website, you have the Discord link.
So Discord.
Yeah, join us. We can answer questions there all the time. The community is great. Some of the guys that've been also answering here in the chat, like Olgardian, Beldat, and the rest. The guys will also help you if with any questions you have. They've put some hours in the game already, and we know them on the Discord. So come join us, and thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah.